So just now I haven't done that much except for I streamlined Acts 2 and 3 a little bit. Now instead of convening at Scarborough Fried Chicken and the Renaissance Fair, they're everyone's meeting at the Count's Bats and Belfry Motel. Yeah, so that's basically all I've done right now. So today, all I got done really is integrating the twins, Chester and Nestor, twin dragons, into the main story here. And so they start. Chester, friendly dragon, lands at the entrance to the Cave of Splendor. That's basically his cave, or maybe it's just a system of caves, right? He walks under the cave system under Dragonmount trying to find his friends who are nowhere to be seen. He then leaves and flies around to find some of his friends, and on a trip, he sees a village being burned up by one of his friends, and so he rams the dragon really hard, and it stops that dragon, and the dragon takes off. And then Chester flies back to his cave to bring back a few shiny objects, and then he searches for more friends. We'll go down here. Chester catches up to a field of friends. He tries to break them out of the spell with some of the shinies. He's going to present to them these shiny objects, and that doesn't really faze him. And then he tries to breathe fire on them because maybe fire will wake him up, but that doesn't work either. So then, desperate, he flies to Nestor's cave, and Nestor is actually his bully, beats him up and stuff, or is mean to him or whatever. But he's desperate, so he goes, and Nestor's about ready to beat up on him again when he starts speaking. And then they discuss the dragons, and Nestor tells Chester about Crooktooth controlling, enchanting all the dragons, making them hostile. And then let's see if I can find where to drop down here real quick. Eventually, Unicorn, Hubert, Roland, Count. Come on. Okay. Then after Hubert and Sir William go up towards the castle, Chester presents Nestor with his own shiny polished stone, and that does it. That stops all the meanness and stuff because he'd never gotten a present before. So they talk about the past, and they find out they're long lost twin brothers, and then they go and search for Crooktooth to see if maybe they can stop him. When Sir William is fighting for his life against Crooktooth with the Black Knight sitting atop of him, they come out of nowhere, and they start fighting along with Sir William, and eventually they overcome Crooktooth, and the Black Knight falls to his death or disappears or whatever. And then they go and they go towards the Bats and Belfry Hotel along with all the other creatures, and presumably they help in the fighting towards the end. But that's all I did today, was that. And then I also added a little bit of note because I wanted to at least have the heroes and villains be balanced, because otherwise it at least doesn't seem like it's fair, like they could lose. And ideally, I'd want the good guys outnumbered so that it really looks like a victory. But I have to settle with this because I can't right now. I haven't thought of any new characters to put in. But I'm gonna put Red and the Cowardly Werewolf back in, but now he's not a cowardly werewolf. He just appears to be cowardly. He wants control of the werewolf army that Red is building, and eventually this ends up with her demise. And so Kurt makes a deal with Violet that if he disposes of Red, that she will let him have the werewolf army, and then that's what happens. And so I have to put those characters in. I have to put Zanzibar in, which I haven't. I'll do that tomorrow. Okay, so today I didn't really get that much done, at least not physically done. I hashed over a few things. I tried to figure out. Okay, Zanzibar is one of the villain characters. He's kind of not as big of a villain as the others. He wants to commit this big con. He somehow snuck into Enchanted Lands, and then figures out he can. Nobody knows him there, and so he decides he's going to start running cons on people so he can get their gold, because they obviously use gold coins, and he can bring that back to his realm, our realm, later on once he's got his big haul. And so his whole thing is surrounding about that. And my whole thing today was with the exception of the side things that I went through today, the tangents, is trying to find a suitable subplot for him and to make him a little bit more important to the story. I think I can make him more important to the story by allowing him to be the one that handles the quote unquote abductions. I think I was having Barty do that, but Barty is really handling the he's handling the dwarfs, and he's running his mines. He's running his kingdom, which are the mines. So maybe Zanzibar. Max uses Zanzibar to get people. So when he puts on a show, he gets these people. He gets to keep their gold, their money that he takes, and then Max gets all these people. So I can kind of put him in the beginning there, but I still need this little side goal, this little other goal that may be smaller, more personal. I don't really need it, but it will kind of add depth to it. It'll kind of add a little bit of extra to it, but I don't want to get too deep with it. So, and that's really all I did today. I didn't really do that much, but I thought I should put this in an update so that so at least it shows I'm going forward. I'm still going forward even though I didn't actually do anything today. So thanks for watching.